creative friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very simple page, and this was a lesson to me that not everything has to be overly complicated. We can keep things really simple, just put some cards in a pocket with a couple embellishments and have a really pretty page at the end of the day. So what I did for this page is I pulled out an older Ali Edwards story kit. It was the Adventure Story Kit, and I picked it because of the color palette. I'll go into that. One of my goals this year is to really kill those kits. They are sitting in my stash, and I want to use them up. So this page worked out perfect for that. I had enrolled. This thing I'm showing you here is a picture that I printed off the internet. I enrolled in a course called Business Suite run by Karina Gardner, and it is a creative entrepreneurship course. I did a year-long program. I should say there's multiple courses in the program, but I did it for a year, and it basically was teaching like graphic design skills, how to run a creative business. Through that, I started an Etsy shop with some of my design work. That's linked below if you want to check it out. But the program was a huge adventure, a creative adventure, like a time management adventure. I already have a different career, and so I'm switching careers, trying to do a creative business. And so there was just a lot. I did a lot that year doing the program, and I had so much fun in it, and I wanted to document that. So this particular screenshot that I did off the internet had a lot of pink flowers with a gray background. That actually, I love that color palette. And the fact that I'm wearing a gray sweater was just a happy accident, and it's just because I love gray and I love pink. But when I went through my older story kits, I found that the Adventure Story Kit had a lot of pinks and grays, and I was like, oh, this is perfect, because it's an adventure that I sort of went on, not a hiking or travel, but just a more mental adventure, kind of going back to school and courses at my age. That's an adventure, and so I thought the theme worked perfect. These florals were not part of the story kit. They are part of a Pink Fresh tape washi combination. If you haven't seen those, Pink Fresh Studio produces these huge rolls of floral washi, and then there's a die set that you can get to punch them out. I have so many of these, and I love them, but they are so large, I will never finish them. So when I found these pink ones in my stash, I was like, oh, perfect. This is going to go great for some embellishing. And really, I've got two cards. I printed my journaling straight onto one of the cards. I added some florals and some chipboard, and that's pretty much all I did for this page. So again, it's super simple. Printed out a large 6x8 photo for the left side, and then I'm going to use pocket pages on the right. This particular layout can be found in the Spark magazine as part of the Simple Scrapper community. I'm going to link that below as well. If you want to see this in print, the magazine is for members of the Simple Scrapper community, and so you can look into that if you're interested. Here I am putting some pop dots on the back of this small picture that I had printed, just to give it some dimension, and also so I can put my florals underneath and behind it, again, to give it some lift and dimension. And I think it gives some balance also to the fact that I've got some raised chipboard on the right side in the right top corner, and then this is over, as well as the left top corner, and now I'll have this at the bottom. So if you have any questions about how this came together, feel free to leave those questions in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I encourage you to pull out some stuff from your stash this week. Make a simple page and use up your stuff. That's what I'm going to try to do all year. And I hope you have a great week, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks again.